Still waiting. We're all still waiting for your interpretation of what you think is soon. Right. So soon is relative, not just to our perspective, but to the event itself. Kind of like when you're a little kid and your mom says, put your shoes on, we're going to the store soon. Soon typically means in about 5 minutes. And then on the day when your mom kisses you goodbye on your way to college and she says, keep your head on straight, study hard, because soon you're going to need to get hired for a job. Soon typically means in about 4 years. So the word soon is relative to the event. So what might feel like a delay to us is actually perfectly timed in heaven's view. And prophetically speaking, the next major event on God's prophetic time calendar is the rapture of the church. No event has to happen for that. But we see the tribulation approaching, and the fact that it's pre-tribulation, that's how we know it's soon, because we see the tribulation heading for us like a freight train. So when we say very soon, we mean the season is ripe and the event is imminent. It will happen at any moment without warning. That is why Jesus repeatedly said, be ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. It's not about setting dates, it's about living life expectantly, because the signs are already in motion. Israel is back in their land as prophesied in Ezekiel 36 and 37, fulfilled in 1948. Global birth pains are increasing, wars, pestilence, earthquakes, and lots of deception. The world is also aligning for the conditions mentioned in Revelation 13, digital economy, global governance, and forced allegiance. And 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 5 describes exactly what is happening today. But know this, that in the last days, perilous times will come, for men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. The Bible lays out these signs. Jesus told us what would be happening so that when it happens, we would believe, telling us to watch and recognize these signs. So when we say soon, it's not at all hype. It's based solely on the alignment of prophetic indicators that Jesus himself told us to look for. That's why we say, even so, Lord Jesus, come quickly. So, very soon is relative, just like the days of Noah. The warning went out, and then one day, the door was shut. Lot was told to flee, and on the same day, the fire fell. God always gives a window, but once it closes, it is swift. So yes, we are still waiting, but the signs say, not for long. And when it happens, it will be sudden, it will be global, and it will be undeniable. So, not date setting at all, just watching the season, like Jesus said, ready and watching, not sleeping.